Hey everybody, it's me, the Expert07, and I am on the floor. I'm in a bit of a different area to where I usually am. I am at my DVD shelf today. This is the DVD shelf of none other than, you've guessed it, Thomas the Tank Engine DVDs. Ignore him in the corner. He doesn't matter. He's not there. But yeah, this is my shelf full of Thomas DVDs. And to make a long story short, if I don't accidentally knock the light over, um, as with probably quite a few people, when I get money, I don't make very good choices with my money. So so today we're going to be opening six various different boxes of Thomas DVDs. I say Thomas DVDs. One of them isn't a Thomas DVD though. One of them's actually a book, and it's a book that I think might actually be quite rare because I've never seen anyone else talk about it, anyone else post about it. So stay tuned for that one. That one's gonna be one of the good ones. There's one person watching. I don't know who that one person watching is. Not gonna lie. If you want to message who you are in the chat, obviously don't like give your real name or whatever, you know. But yeah. Anyway, let's begin. We got six parcels. Got like I said, five of them are those CDs. One of them is a book. So just try and do an order here, because there are packages that are larger than others. So we'll go smallest first, and then we'll end with quite a large one. There are a lot of these are just to complete my shelf. I wish I could show you the shelf better. um, think I can. Yeah, I can pull out stuff and show. Um, all of my shelf here is all original releases of Thomas DVDs. These are all the ancient ones. So a very easy way to tell with original releases if they're original is they'll usually say on them brand new to DVD or like never before seen on TV kind of thing. For example, PP Pare, seven brand new stories. For example, you know, but yeah, I'm missing some, obviously. I haven't got every Thomas DVD ever. But this will bring me a step closer. All I can say is that I know I've got every original release now, thanks to these parcels. But there's a few little thingamabobs in there. Before we get started, I just want to go over some little rare stuff in my DVD collection, you know. I think one of the best ones to start out with is definitely this. This is the, oh my god, you cannot see it in the light. Um, this is. Can we turn this light down? Can we turn this light down? I run out of ideas. Listen, Jonathan Chow, I ran out of ideas because um, there we go. That's a better light source now. My frame rate appears to have gone down. I run out of ideas just because it's. I haven't actually run out of ideas. That's just the title. I thought it was a bit funny. Um, Anyway, this one of the. Oh my god, you still can't see it. um, this is the Tales from the Tracks original release. Now, this isn't the original release as in the original home media release. This is the original release as in the version that was going out at, I believe, a Thomas event in 2005, I think. Yeah, because it's part of the 60th. It says on the back there. You can literally not see it. There you go. You can see it a bit better now. But yeah, that was going out of Thomas event. This one's actually still sealed, which is awesome. But you might be thinking like, oh, what if you want to watch the DVD? Well, don't worry. I've got the disc apparently as a separate thing. And just to prove that that isn't like just the original release, the original release disc is red. So yeah. But yeah, how I got this disc was I think I was in CEX one day, and I bought a copy of Tales from the Tracks. It wasn't my original release; it was a later release one when I was really young. and this was the disc inside, which means that presumably at some point that same CX had the blue copy of Tales from the Tracks or the 2005 edition, which means that some poor sod bought the cover of the 2005 edition and got the re-release. So, sucks to suck. What else have we got? What else have we got that's like very... Oh, someone's being pushed out here. Well, that's actually a good example. Thomas and the Magic Railroad. That's the original release of the UK DVD. In addition to that, however, I do have the cardboard release of Thomas and the Magic Railroad with the little clippity thingamabob and the like cardboard side. That's the version I keep on my shelf because it's like, I guess, theoretically the original release. Speaking of rare ones, here's the Woolworths Thomas and the Magic Railroad. I don't actually know if this one's rare or not. Mine's got a pea stain on the back for some reason. That makes it like 15 million times more rare, actually. You know, just saying. I do have actually before we open this box, there's another DVD I have. Actually, another few DVDs. You might be thinking at first, these are books. They're not. They have DVDs in. These are like two Thomas DVD books. This one is a small version. This is actually the original release of these, so these have original releases as well, which is really confusing. The disc art is actually different. I don't know if you can tell, but here on the original release, you can see a little bit more of James's face on the disc than on the re-release. No, that's a good. So, but you can also see more of Thomas's funnel on the later release than on the original. But yeah, I know that the original version of this has like just a completely different art. Like it's just a completely different image of Thomas, which is kind of interesting. Not gonna lie. But yeah, I think that's all. No, there actually is more interesting things. Never mind. We have. I can pull them out. These two. These are. You really cannot see anything in this light. Jesus, I'm gonna keep tweaking around with this light. Okay, we've gone a little bit darker now. It's a little bit more spooky up in here. We're gonna tuck the hair behind my ears. Oh, there you go. You can see it. No, you can't. These are triple packs containing re-releases of all 4 Series 8 releases and also the first 2 Series 9 releases. So that's a bit interesting. But I'm just saying, but if you want the real Tom's Hitter experience, look no further than this behemoth. This is very damaged. I found this on Vinted for like £1. All these parcels are from Vinted, by the way. These were all, I think the maximum that I paid was £4 for one, which was actually one of the largest ones. But this is a behemoth. This includes re-releases of practically every Thomas DVD, all in blue cases. So you've got all 4 Series 8 releases, all 4 Series 9 releases. Actually, no, you have first 4 Series 8, 3 of the Series 9, Calling All Engines, Thomas's Trusty Friends, and Engines and Escapades. So you don't get the last of Series 9, but still, I think £1 is a good deal. Actually, I didn't get one of the discs in here. I didn't get one of the DVDs, but I already had it, thankfully, so, you know. Plus for £1 as well, like, really gonna pass this up? I mean, I've never seen one of these before on, like, the net. There is one on eBay going that is, better condition, but it's way more expensive. I think it's going for like 20 quid for that. And that was missing 1 DVD, and that was £1. So, like, yeah. I think speaking of Thomas's Trusty Friends, I think I should quickly go over my copy of it. My copy is the original release, but I placed the like case, if that makes sense, with a Switch case because I also hold the Daily Mirror Thomas the Tank Engine DVD and also the actual little slip for that. I haven't got the original release of that as well. So, you know, that's another one I need to find eventually. My life is ruined. But I think that is practically like all of the interesting things that I've got. But now we move on to the real interesting stuff, the meat of the string, the creme de la creme. The Let's just open the first box. Okay, box number one. I've tried my best to rip off any labels reading my name. Some of them, fortunately, are very well stuck down on some of these, so I may have to slightly pull them off screen to unbox them. But yeah, box number one, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause for box number one. Box number one is covered in sticky tape, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause for box number one. Okay, what have we got? Ooh, what have we got? We have got two DVDs to start off immediately. Oh my god, speaking of it, Tales from the Tracks. This is a later release, you can tell, because it's got the case. Actually, that is something I want to bring up real quick. Sorry, I know I said I wasn't going to bring up anything else. I really want to talk about these three real quick. These are all color coordinated, which is incredible, in my opinion. But when I get the cases for these things, I base the color case that I give them, if they've got like a different case, off of their original case that they came with, for example. So like these three, if you look at old Thomas like DVD adverts, they come in these three different colored cases. But I think after a certain point, they were like, screw it, and they just gave all like era Thomas DVDs just a regular blue case, which is nice in my opinion. They don't do that anymore with the CGI ones or even All Engines Go, but I think it's nice. The disc has got inside. It's just got the regular disc. But this is the one. We've got our first brand new one. Treat Size Percy Takes the Plunge. So I have the Treat Size DVDs. Here they are. I believe this is number. What we got on here? Pop Goes the Diesel. So I believe this is number 2. Treat Size DVDs are so interesting, man. I just want to quickly talk about these. These are a series of DVDs that they made where I didn't pick up one. I was like, I'm still missing one. No, I've got all the Treat Size DVDs now. This was a series of DVDs they made where they separated like the complete series 1 and complete series 2's restored version on 2 sets of 4 DVDs that you could buy in like Poundland or whatever. Except it's not the complete series. It's only the first 24 episodes of 26. So you end up missing, for example, with this one, I think you miss Off the Rails, and then you miss Down the Mine and Thomas's Christmas Pie. And with this one, I think you miss Ghost Train and Thomas and the Missing Christmas Tree, which is really sad, but also really pointless as well, because I'm sure this was being sold at the same time of the complete series releases. So it's just like, why would you buy four of these to make like the complete set when they cost like it was Poundland? I mean, it probably wasn't £1. It's probably like say £2 per DVD. So that's £8 when you could have just bought the whole series for like I think probably a tenner it was being sold for. So pay £2 extra, you get the 2 extra episodes, you know, or just watch them on YouTube. You know, that's also a very extremely valid option. You might notice that I'm putting these right at the far end. I organize my DVDs based on not release date but the season, if that makes sense. So I'll organize based on release date if it's all the same series. Like obviously, I don't know if you guys just saw that just then. I think George just committed suicide. For example, my Thomas Series 8 releases, I've organized them in the release order they came out, but they're all clumped together because I don't think Tales from the Tracks came out until like quite a bit later. I think it came out like after the first 2 Series 9 releases. But anyway, we've got a spare, you know. What am I going to do with these? Probably give them to a charity shop, maybe sell them again on Vintage, you know. I don't have a need to keep this many Thomas DVDs. Like, there is a point where it becomes a bit too much and you do need to get rid of some of it. here we got another box. Okay, this is one with my address on it. We're gonna. The address is on the other side, thankfully. We're gonna try our best to open this without accidentally leaking my location. Have I got scissors anywhere up here? I do appear to not have scissors. Don't need no scissors. We've got it open. How many DVDs have we got on this one? We've got 3. Okay. Oh, no, that's the side with my address on. Can you see it that side? No. Okay, right. Ooh. It's really tight in there. Box, oh god, I really hope you couldn't see my address at any point during that. Let's pray to God. We've got the wrong parcel. Oh god, it's not over. Oh god, what one was this supposed to be? Oh, hold on. Let's find out what this one was supposed to be. I'm pulling up Vinted right now just to check what this parcel was supposed to be. I've got 3 notifications. I hope one of them is someone saying that they mucked it up and gave me the wrong DVDs. What one did I get mucked up? Oh god, is it that one? Okay, we're gonna put these on the back burner because I think I've been given the wrong Thomas DVDs. And it entirely depends which one the next parcel is. But yeah, we'll keep this separate just for now. Next parcel. Great, my address is on this one again. Okay, someone's taking a piss out of me. This one says 100 LEDs. You can see my address just then. Shit. Oh god. Have I mucked up? Have I mucked up? Please, God, tell me you could not see it. Sorry, I'm having to rewatch the stream now. You can. It's so blurry, you can't see it. Okay. This apparently does have DVDs on it. At least I'm hoping. It is sealed though. Oh no, it isn't. Okay, what we got in here? Okay, we've got the complete Series 19 and On Track for Adventure. That's a new one. Okay, so I've once again, it's like a reoccurring theme with me. I've lost fucking Together on the Tracks. Oh god. I'm gonna quickly message the seller I got these from and say that they've sent me the wrong order. Or at least I think they've sent me the wrong one because I believe these two are. Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah. Okay, so that's my worst fear. We've got 3 Thomas DVDs that I didn't order. So, what we were supposed to get is we were supposed to get Trouble on the Tracks' original release, but instead we have got a re-release of Thomas the Magic Railroad, a re-release of It's Great to Be an Engine, and Extraordinary. It's all DVDs of which I already own. So this will have to unfortunately be going back to wherever it's come from. I will take the box that these came in and just pop them back in. I did decimate the box, but I'm sure it won't really care. That's a shame. I, oh, it was so worrying. One of them was gonna be wrong. I knew something was gonna happen and something was gonna mess up. Well, we've got On Track for Adventure. You know that's the positive out of this. We've got On Track for Adventure, which is the I think final series 9 release. No, actually, so we'll put it on the shelf. Oh, that's ruined my day now. I know it doesn't sound like much, but like the fact that I've been sent the wrong ones. The worst part is as well that those DVDs have now gone to someone else, and there's the very high chance, well, not high, but like the chance that potentially I won't get those DVDs because the other person might be like, well, I'm fine with having these Thomas DVDs. I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm hoping that they will be like, hey, I've also got the wrong Thomas DVDs. I'll send them back to the guy. I'll send them back to the guy, and then we can get the proper DVDs. That's really ruined my day. I say ruined my day. It's made me just a little bit upset. My legs hurt quite a bit. I don't know if you can tell by how much I'm shuffling around. Oh, thankfully, one got my address on it. Okay. Oh, this is okay. This does have. Okay, this says ace grading. Okay, I think we're getting into the rarer ones now. So let's have a look. Oh, okay. Okay, I had a heart attack this then because the first DVD I saw was Hero of the Rails, and that was in the listing of the other guy, and it made me really worried that that meant one of the other things that I bought was wrong, which would have been far worse because that had a very rare DVD in it. And actually, this one has a very rare DVD in it. So let's just. Oh, okay. They have. Okay, we're gonna leave that one in there. That one's a surprise one. Here's what we got. I think this was the most expensive one potentially. I'm not entirely certain. Hold on, I will check actually. This lot was the most expensive. This was £4 for this lot. A lot of DVDs in here that we don't need. Mostly these three. Interestingly enough, there's a copy of Brave Little Engines in here. This one feels heavy. Ooh, it's got the pamphlet. Ooh, does mine have the pamphlet? Mine doesn't have the pamphlet. Oh, mine does have the pamphlet. This one's pamphlet is in better condition. This one's in better condition. I'm gonna do a little bit of a switch around. Series 6 release is complete again. But yeah. We got the Fogman. This is the later release of the Fogman. You can tell because of the text of give me the DVD of the logo at the front. On the original, it is a sort of glossy, shiny finish. On the later release, it is a flat finish. That just felt like. Now we got two that I don't have. We got the original release of Happy Little Helpers with the glossy text. Actually, okay, that one doesn't have any pamphlet for any kind. I'm gonna say if that one had no one, I'm just gonna steal that. This one doesn't have a pamphlet either. But yeah, Happy Little Helpers, the first release of I've Run Out of Space. The first release of Series 7 of Thomas. And we've got Engines to the Rescue, the second release of Series 7. Oh, it's got a pamphlet as well. I did have these two on DVD. I don't remember if they had the pamphlets or not, but I had the cheeky copies, if that makes sense. I had those. You ever go to CEX? CEX is a shop in the UK. I won't say the real name because it's CEX, it's not Sterex. But in the UK, there is a shop called CEX, and it's a secondhand like media outlet, games, music, TV shows, DVDs, whatever. And if they get a DVD in and it doesn't have the case, what they'll do is they'll grab a cheap case and they will print out a replica of the cover on really cheap paper, so it looks nothing like it, and they'll stamp a massive CEX logo on the inside, and it will look really bad. Actually, do I have my copy anywhere? Do. Okay, this wasn't as bad as I thought it was. This one also comes with a pamphlet. Yeah, okay, so this is my CEX copy. It's the real disc, but on the inside there is a massive CEX logo. It's come back good, brother. You might be thinking, no, you're definitely doing the cover. It's not a real cover. Grow up. This one is significantly worse. Let's pull out Happy Little Helpers. This is so significantly worse. What they did is they clearly got a photocopy of the shiny cover. But because of how the shininess works, it just printed all the text black. And it just looks really bad. And it feels cheap. And I don't like it. And we're just going to put the good ones on there because the good ones are the best ones. That completes my Series 6 and 7. Put that one there. And those two down there. That means I can't go. Has that person responded yet? Okay, they've said that they'll refund me and I can get the correct ones. So that's great. That's kind of ruined the stream. But anyway, what's something that won't ruin the stream? It's the final DVD in here. Because the final one in here, it's actually a bit of an interesting one. Ladies and gentlemen, we have one without a case, which can either mean one of two things. Either I've been a dumbass and I've bought one without a case, or it is a much rarer DVD. This is the Tommy Thomas and Friends, Thomas Percy and the Dragon. This was only available in a set with, you guessed it, Gordon and the Express Coaches, not Thomas and the Dragon. No Percy though. But yeah, this one's really hard to find, and it came in the slot for £4. So I'm happy with that. You know, that's a really nice find. Not sure where I'm gonna put this. I'll just put it on the bottom shelf now. That's another box done and out of the way. We are one box away from having the mystery package. Some rattling in there. This one's a brick. This one's an interesting one as well. It's interesting because of the contents of it, but it's interesting also because of the way I got it. This one's an unvented one. But sorry about my leg, by the way. It's because it's really cramped here, and I feel I need to move my leg. So you just got my leg here. Excuse me. This one's a really odd one. I got this because it came bundled with two other things of different TV shows that I'm definitely not keeping because neither show really interests me. It's not my interest. Anyway, let's stop messing around and let's see what's inside. Package ASMR. Just ripped the hair off my cheeks. Oh god, there's more. Why's there more? Send me my package. There's a monkey mode on this. I don't know what monkey mode is. I'm just making stuff up as I go along. Aha! I've got an entry point. Oh my god, there's a card at the top. No, a card at the top. Hold on. Hold on, this is a thank you card. Okay. Let's get the ones out of the way first that I'm not keeping. Here's Postman Pat, the box set. I'm not a Postman Pat fan. I think I used to be when I was younger. I've seen the movie. The movie was strange. This is actually quite a nice box set. You get 5 DVDs in there. A complete collection, apparently. What is that? The whole show? I think that might be worth keeping. If that's the whole show, that might be worth keeping just for like nostalgia sake. Actually, depends how I feel. Oh look, another one that I didn't really care for. This one did come a bit undone. We've got Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom. This is another show I used to watch when I was younger. I think this was also on Channel 5 when Thomas aired. What do you get in this one? Let's read off the discs in them. Yeah, a brand new mission to the rescue, flying Christmas stocking, a super mission, and a speedy delivery. You get 4 episodes per thing. No, that's not the whole set. That's rubbish. That is. That's probably like 1 season at most. Yeah. Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom. What do you get? You get Holly's Magic Wand, the Tooth Fairy, the Magic Test, and the Elf Games. Put the DVDs down so I can get to the final one, because it's the one people want. Here's the creme de la creme now. Right. Oh, this one. Oh, this one. Oh, this one. This is the triple pack. This is the really, really hard to find the ones of these DVDs where I think it was made during like I assume Series 6 and 7 based on these because I've never seen one with Series 8 discs in them. But yeah, Series 6 and 7 DVDs, you know? Just saying. Just saying. Let's actually have a look at these. Okay, these do not come with their pamphlets from the looks of things. No, Chocolate Crunch does. Does my Chocolate Crunch have a pamphlet? Mine does, and it's in far better condition. Engines to the Rescue. Another. I should have thought this in advance because this is another copy of Engines to the Rescue, which was one that I was missing. We'll arrange them in the order that they're listed on the front. So PP5, Engines to the Rescue, and then Chocolate Crunch. Look at that. That is one of the rare ones, and this came in a lot that was £3. So that's £3 for not counting just the Thomas ones, but all of this. So what that? 9, 10, 11, 12 DVDs for £3. For 3 different shows as well. Can't go wrong. There it goes. So that's it. That's all the DVDs. Of course, there's the big disappointment we had that we didn't get to go on the tracks, which would have actually been the final original release that I needed to have every model series like home media release. That doesn't count like weird one-offs like the books or Thomas Percy and the Dragon or like the Daily Mirror one. That's a shame, though. It really is. It's going to be such a hassle to do. But press on because we got one package left. Now this one is very interesting. So I was looking on obviously when I was looking on Vinted one day. There's two aren't actually Vinted. I was looking on Vinted one day. Actually, let's go over how many DVDs did I get of Spares. I think I have all of these. No, I do have Danger of the Docks. Misty Island Rescue. Does this come with the book? No. Too light to be aware. Yeah. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 DVDs we got spare. Plus the 9 from the other TV shows. Not that bad. But that's what this package comes in. This one is in DVDs. I was looking on Vinted one day, and thankfully that's close to Ben, don't worry. I had found a listing containing 2 books, well 4 books actually I had. 2 I already had. But then there was 2 on there that I'd never seen before, and I'd never seen anywhere. No YouTube channel had them. Twitter account had them. No Thomas fan ever seemed to have these books. There's no page of them on the wiki. There is nothing about them. This, ladies and gentlemen, could be a world first. An exclusive to the channel. An exclusive. You hear me? All 2 viewers watching right now. Let's get open. Let's reveal what's inside. The mystery. I can't show the outside because okay. Just pull out the 2 that are the ones that I already own. These are the St. Michael. I believe these are Marks and Spencer's Thomas books. Everyone knows about them. They smell old. Okay. I know it sounds stupid, but it's funny. These are the St. Michael Thomas books. People know about these. There's a page on the wiki. But on the site it says volume 1 and 2, and that always confused me because I have the proper set of them with like the case and everything. I can't be asked to pull it out. But it always confused me that it's a volume 1 and 2 because where is volume 3 and 4? ladies and gentlemen. That's my address. Great. You can't see it. The camera quality is so low. You could barely make out the barcode. That doesn't really matter because I already own the parcel now, so. Ladies and gentlemen, the world first exclusive. We got volume 3 and 4. No, we don't. We've got volume 1 and 2 again. Well, I think I did something wrong. No, okay. Let's really talk about these real quick. In fact, let's bring up one of these ones. Let's do a direct comparison. Obviously, they don't look the same. Brick Pound, Sky Pound, but logos are the same. It's the same company. It's St. Michael. Both of them on the back, same Marks and Spencers. So, in a world first exclusive, everyone, here's books 3 and 4. You really cannot see them in the slide. Here's books 3 and 4. There you go. You can finally see them. We've got Edward the Blue Engine, Percy the Small Engine, and the 8 Famous Engines, and Duck in the Diesel Engine. So, yeah. I mean, it's just the books. It really just is. But it's the thing that counts. It's the fact when these published. This arrangement was published in 1985. Not these two. These two are a lot more girthier. These include 3 stories. These only include 2. You can very much tell from the side, I feel, that these ones are a bit girthier. Yeah, stop saying girthier. This one was 1982. Interesting, man. That means my box set must be newer then. Because at the back of the box set, it mentions about how you can find them on TV, like the episodes of the show. Interesting enough, this is the first 12 books of the Railway series, minus both Thomas books. Like, Thomas the Tank Engine and Tank Engine Thomas again are just not here. Which makes me wonder, does that mean that there's a volume 5 and 6? But for now, what we've got is 3 and 4. Which is, it's interesting, in my opinion. I'm being really philosophical about this, I feel, and I really shouldn't, because it's Thomas the Tank Engine. Oh, you can see my head move. Shouldn't be doing that with the rare ones. But yeah. Do these have a box that they come in? I don't know. Couldn't find anything about them on the wiki, like I said. But, world first exclusive. There they are. Volume 3 and 4 of the St. Michael books. I mean, they technically list themselves as volume 1, 2 again, but come on. You really going to class these as the same books when they have different covers and different stories? But yeah, there they are. And that wraps it. That's everything that I bought. That is all 6 packages. And unfortunately, one of them did get messed up. We didn't get the Thomas to get on the tracks, which is a shame. Because that is the one I'm missing. That is the only one from here I'm missing. To have the entire set of the original releases. I've wasted my life over real. Well, the tiny TARDIS, so. Tiny TARDIS. Light up. Okay. To the 2 people watching, how you doing today? My name's Expert. You've been a great audience. It's let's go through the DVDs. Why don't we? Come on. Okay. So what we got? We have got starting from Treat Size, Edward and Gordon, Thomas and the Breakdown Train, Thomas and Bertie, Thomas in Trouble, Thomas, Percy and the Coal, Thomas takes the plunge, Percy takes the plunge, A Close Shave, Edward's Exploit, Becoming Some Land, Beep Beep Bye, Chocolates of Fun, Bumper Party Collection. This is one, how are you standing like that? This is one that actually is a re-release that I've got, and I'm a fake fan. The original release has white text on it, and it has a different back. I haven't been able to find one, and there's another DVD that I've got that's like that. And I can't find the original of that because it just seems like an impossible find for lots of things. Very best of Thomas and Friends. Thomas and the Magic Garage. The Clockman. The Chocolate Crunch. Brave Little Engines. Happy Little Helpers. It's gonna be solid. Engines to the Rescue. Pulling Together. Bumper Party Collection. Thomas's Trusty Friends, and also the Daily Mirror one as well. All aboard with the Steam Team. It's great to be an engine. Beep Beep Hooray. Tales from the Tracks. Calling All Engines. Little Engines, Big Days Out. On Track for Adventure. The Spirit of Sodor. This is the one. This is Carnival Capers. Carnival Capers is so screwed with the original release because there is not a single thing on the front cover that distinguishes the original from the re-release. The original release, the only distinguish is the back. On the back cover of the original release, it is the images from the American version. So it's a picture of like Rosie, the dragon, and Percy, and no episode listing. But from a certain point onwards, it became just Percy Dragon episodes. And I've not been able to find a single copy of the original one for a multitude of reasons. Main one is the fact that it is like really hard to find when people put listings for the DVD up and they don't show the back cover, so you're just kind of left in the dark. I assume probably maybe there's a way to tell with the actual casing itself, because like I said before, I think after a certain point all Thomas releases were just blue cases. So that's possible that maybe that's a way you can find out the original release. I'm not certain though. Engines and Escapades. Christmas Express. The Great Discovery. Great Discovery's got a really nice case. This one's gold. Ultimate Station. And Heave-Ho. And that's it. And of course, Ultimate Collection, the free pack we just unleashed, and the other two free packs. That's it. Oh, I guess there's a lot more actually. Sure, let's again call these out to review. To review. We'll just show up and gloat. So we've got Thomas, Percy and the Coal. Thomas and the Magic Railroad Woolworths Edition. Tales from the Tracks' 2005 release. This isn't a DVD, this is building the new line, the game. Day on Audrey's Railway. This one's an interesting one. This one. Ooh. What do I show off here that might be a bit interesting to some people? We've got a ticket from when I went to see the Flying Scotsman. We have got the Skarloey tickets from the Audrey Extravaganza 2. Then we've got a third one that I don't think many people have, if any. It's a Thomas Special ticket from the Nene Valley Railway. It's valid on day of use, but I think they were giving them out to only kids, and I was just like, "Hey, can I have one as well?" And they were like, "What do you think you are?" And then they gave me one. This is it's a card. Um, that's the wrong side. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say about that. That's a story for another day. Not sure if I ever will tell that story. Is the thing. But that is a story just for another day. What was the Magic Railroad's original release? With a little pamphlet talking about, wouldn't you rather have perfect features? Yes, I would. And finally, Tales from the Tracks in just a cheap little, I think it's actually a PlayStation case. But yeah, that's everything. That is actually everything. I mean, actually, let's do the last few. Nearly made it to an hour. Here we got a bunch of little random bits and bobs. We've got the Railway Stories. This is just following them. The Great Discovery CD. This is just the episode, I think. The episode? The movie, but just on audio CD for some reason. Fill in the tracks. And All Track Stars, or All Star Tracks, which is this little, like, flimsy cardboard thing, and it has 17 songs on it. I assume it's released around Day of the Diesels time, because the newest song I can recognize on that is Day of the Diesels. You know what, let's do the final one. So, probably people were assuming, how the hell am I watching the show? Am I really watching it through here? Of course not. You don't even get every episode if you do it this way. Maybe that'll be a video at some point talking about if you can watch every episode of the show. You can't, but because you can watch like the entirety of series 8 and 9, for example, but series 10, series 11 got one release. Two if you count like compilation releases, or more actually, I guess. Anyway, if you want to watch the full series, I think this is the perfect way to watch it. This doesn't have the restored versions. I think this was released literally like just before the restored versions, or the same like month or year even. But this literally has the entirety of series 1 to 11, and it's the original like things as well. Because if you didn't know, they restored series 1 to 11 of Thomas the Tank Engine. Except when they did it, they clearly didn't do it very well. Because if you compare some things, especially the episode of the Flying Kipper, if you ever get the chance, watch the original version of the Flying Kipper versus the restored HD version of it. They just completely mucked up how the 35mm film, or how the 35mm film was cropped, and it made all the shots really look weird, and it just doesn't look right. But this is a really nice box set, in my opinion. Really perfect little thing. But yeah, I think that is it. That's all the DVDs that I've got. All the DVDs, and you even got to see CDs as well. CDs nuts. Um, Sorry, they keep like sliding through to the other side. But yeah, that's everything. That is, I say that's the complete thing. We're still together on the charts. So that is it for now. That is the entirety of it. Yeah, favorite Thomas DVD. PP Party has nostalgia. So does For It to Be an Engine and On Track for Adventure, for that matter. Happy Little Hovers is the worst Thomas DVD ever. But I've been bitter against that. Maybe in that same video that I said about where I discuss if you can watch the whole show on DVD like this, I'll discuss about that and why I hate that so much. I think the main thing from here is now talking about what I'm missing exactly. Because obviously, missing Together on the Track. No, I keep bringing that up. Oh, we got three viewers now. Hello, third viewer. What are you doing today? Oh, the third viewer left. Okay. Um. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying there. Yeah, we're missing Together on the Track, but there's also a lot of incidental DVDs, if that makes sense. Like, obviously, there's an original release of this, Sticky Toffee Thomas. Obviously, that's the Fall Flower one, but you get what I mean. There's another one that's Sticky Toffee Thomas. Um, and there's all kinds of other things. There's more newspaper DVDs that they did. And they did ones for the Daily Time or something like that, that were like 2 episodes. They did ones for the Thomas magazine. They did like exclusives to other sets, like similar to that Thomas Percy and Dragon one. There's a Rheneas one that came with a wooden railway set. Um, and then obviously you then have to think about all the children's favorites compilations where it's like a bunch of TV shows like the all hit entertainment, so like Barney the Dinosaur, Bob the Builder, Simon and Sam, like anything, and they'll have random Thomas episodes like sprinkled on. So there is still a lot. I want to end up with a collection of every single thing that has a Mold Series Thomas episode on it. That includes getting all releases of the complete series as well. I probably won't display them. I like displaying these ones. I think at some point, because of that, I will have to take down the box sets, and they will have to be just in their own like park kind of thing. But yeah, I don't really know what else to talk about. Nearly an hour. We just end it here. No one else who's watching has been talking, which makes. Oh no, one of the two's me, isn't it? Because I've got the stream. Yeah, because if I bet if I close this, then suddenly I'm gonna drop to one viewer. Because I had the stream open in the background when I was checking to see if I accidentally leaked my address. So I bet one of the two is me. Maybe not. I guess not because I paused it. Oh no, maybe we really do have two. Okay, we'll have two people. I think I'm gonna call it there today. Sort out um the obvious issue that we had. I'll make an update at some point. It probably won't be a stream, but it will be just maybe I'll feature it in a different stream or like a community post or something and just say about like hey, oh, we got 3 viewers again. Hello, third viewer. How you doing? Thomas DVDs. We unboxed a bunch. Look, these are the ones that I don't want to keep. We also, if you're a Ben and Holly fan, mate, trust I got the box set for you. Or if you're a Postman Pat, you know, um, apparently this is the complete collection of Postman Pat, and each DVD only includes 4 episodes. How about that? Third viewer, if you're watching, take a look at this rare thing. Take a look at this rare thing. Spicy. Witch Hotel Tales on the tracks was 2005 release, but we didn't get that today. So I mean, we have it, but we didn't unbox it today. Love Post and Pat. That's sick. Oh, thanks, bro. Who's this? This is the third person watching. How you doing? Anyway, I think I'm probably gonna call it there for today because, like I said, I kind of got screwed over with the DVD that because I got the wrong DVDs. I bought a package that was supposed to have a DVD that I'm missing, and um, the package came with a bunch of DVDs I already had, and they were the wrong DVDs. And I've messaged, and I now need to get a refund, and they need to resend it again. So yeah, that's a nightmare I have to go through. I'm gonna put the books on the shelf actually. Will these fit? If I put them? No, they won't. I mean, this one will. That's one. But yeah, red books as well. You know. But yeah, I think we'll call it there. It's been an hour. So thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you all later. So bye.